Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
It's Thursday! What is happening, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Wow, look at this. Another Thursday show. I did a Thursday show last week, but I didn't do a Wednesday show, so I was making up for it. Today, just too much madness. Too much madness to talk about. I was like, I didn't really feel like going to see Amsterdam, so I said, F it, let's do it. How's everybody doing today? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, hit that like, thumbs up, share the stream, do all that kind of stuff. Hopefully you guys had a good day today. It is almost Friday. It is Friday Eve, so you can look at it like that. So let's get it on. Who we got here? What we going on? No, they weren't. No, they weren't. I talked about it yesterday. Massive reshoots is what happened to Justice League. We didn't want that to happen to Muschietti pickups. Daya pickups, not the same thing. Learn. Why do people want to root for that? I don't know. One of the stuff, yeah. About Snyder, yes. Something that he should not, because there are more people in the know. What's going on, Maya? God. I tell you what, Aaron, I know. See, exactly. Pickups, massive reshoots. But it's just, it's turning very tribalistic, and it's really sad because now people actually want the movie to be ripped apart. Talked about it yesterday. Anyways, Rings of Power is actually really good. Can't wait for it. Good. Glad you're enjoying it. Is that the Kingdom? No, I don't know if it's... No. Are you talking about my thumbnail? I don't think so. It's just somebody, I just found that online and kind of just cut it out for this whole video. Tony Movie Chappie D9, Neil Blomkamp fan. Hey Dave, very excited that Henry Cavill might be showing up in Black Adam post-credit, but not too crazy about using, yeah, we'll talk about that. What's going on, Ryan? And we got Tet right here. And yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad, right? What's going on, Foot? We got Zagetta right here. Good to see you. Mr. Eric Patterson. Here we go. Seth. Good to see you too. Hello, Maya. All right. We got Hunter right there. What is happening? All right. Let's get the party started. Joe. We got Amparo right here. Hello, Kat. How you doing? We got JD McRae right here as well. All right. And then we got my Mexican Snyder fan right here. Akancha. Hey, I'm half Mexican, so we're half brothers. We're half brothers. Oh, you're in okay, you're in Georgia. Cool. Good to see you. Alakazoo, how you doing? We got Lane right here. Again, we'll talk about that. Let's see. We got Billy Bob. I don't want to get nuts. Why don't you want to get nuts? You get nuts on Film Junkee Live. That's just what happens. Mr. Nobody, what's going on? On Thursday, regular from now. No, not regular from now on. It's just because a lot of craziness happened today, guys. So I was like, gotta do one, and I wasn't really stoked about going to the movies and whatnot. So, yeah. Let's see. Where's the old man? I don't know. Let's see. Hope you're doing good. Quick, rapid question. First Green Lantern villain to come to mind. What's his name? Obviously the Sinestro. I mean, that's the first one that always comes to mind, I guess you would say. Let's see. Would Cavill's cameo ruin the hype for going? That's what I'm always wondering. And I meant to bring up the poll that I did yesterday, and I'll talk about the results today, which is interesting. So. Let's see. And we got Captain Gator Girl. We got Nikki right here. Always good to see you. Probably doing, I know, right? And you're talking about Ben. I know Ben, he's going to be doing a stream after this. So, yeah. So all those complaining about the theme, check, yeah. True. There's some things, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about, of course, there's just a lot of things. I mean, it started off right away last night. So, it's Jose. Are we talking about Jose? He's the old man. Who knows? I mean, he's probably working maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's, And then, of course, oh, jeez. Of course, KC knows how much I hate. Let's go! He knows how much I hate it, so he said it. But it's fine. So we'll just call him Soupsy. What's going on, Rhea? Yeah, do what she says. All right, let's get this party started. All right. But yeah, thank you guys. But yeah, it was just too much to talk about. I mean, when it came to this stuff. So going in order of things that occurred, that came out today. When it came to last night, everybody started really talking about Cavill and all this kind of stuff. Good to see you, Retro Games. And then, of course, we had the David Ayer thing, which was like, what? That was pretty crazy. And then the Ezra Miller Flash stuff. And then of course, we had the Mario trailer that showed up today, which I already watched, but we'll talk about it a little bit. That's right, Stephanie T. That's right. It is a Thursday show because of the craziness that happened. There you go. And then, yeah, hola, Mr. Alex Lobo. Good to see you, of course. Okay, so let's get to it, guys. Let's get to the tweets. It'll go quickly. I didn't really tweet all that much today, so we'll just get right to it when it comes to that. All right. Let's go. Let's see what happened in the Twitter world. Not too much, but yeah. I mean, my first tweet after posting the film, like my little Film Junkee shot of the Daredevil clip, because I figured I'd get that out last night. I still haven't watched the episode yet because I don't rush to watch She-Hulk episodes. I'm somewhat enjoying it, but not enough to be like, I gotta watch the new episode. I'm not that excited for it, even though yes, Daredevil's back. I still haven't watched it yet, but of course I watched the clip and talked about the clip last night. But the very first thing I tweeted was, of course, this GIF right here. And I was like, because everybody's talking about it and all this kind of stuff. More people were talking about it. I guess some more people have seen things when it comes to Black Adam. So it was like, all right, we pretty much got it confirmed here. So Hey, here's a cool little drawing of the firehouse right there, the Ghostbusters firehouse. We have a new image of Cyclone right here from Black Adam Entertainment tonight, weekly I should say. Posted this right here. She's got some great hair. She really has some awesome hair. I dig her costume too. It's pretty cool. I dig it. And there we go, Dave Cavill right there. That's right. Look at me right there. Although the mustache, not thick enough. Oh yeah, we'll be talking about this too as part of the Cavill talk, because this was talked about today. And my God, some of the reactions from people today was like, relax, it's a costume test. But look at that hair. Love the hair. It's great. But yeah, we'll be talking about that. Don't worry. Charlie Hunnam said he destroyed his back, I guess, when prepping for Rebel Moon. He said it was through nobody's fault. I was training really hard for some big physical requirements that I had to do, but I had lost a lot of weight and not really been in training for a few years during COVID. So then really getting back to an aggressive regimen while not listening to my body or giving myself enough time to rest and trying to get as big as I could, as quickly as I could, ended up just destroying my back. You gotta be careful. You know, I always hear sometimes about this kind of stuff when like actors start doing like these regimens and they're trying to do all the stuff. It's like, hey, you know, listen to your trainers, listen to your body. Don't go too extreme. I mean, I get it. You want to get big and all this kind of stuff, but man, you got to be careful. So hopefully Charlie Hunnam's not too messed up when it comes to that. He'll be all right. And then what do we spy right here? I think that's a Wonder Meg. Is that a Wonder Meg right there? Look at that. It's our Wonder Meg right there, interviewing the great Todd McFarlane. That's right. He posted this first interview of the day at New York Comic Con. And she posted it on CBR on the interview, so on their YouTube channel. So make sure you guys watch that. Support Wonder Meg. We got some crew members right here. Hey, is that Mr. Citron right there? Of course it is. But we got some people right here, and then look at that. Look at that Rebel Moon hat. I need me that Rebel Moon hat for sure. So, yeah, see, I was like, hey, this is just, a Man of Steel costume test. Some people were just, like, freaking out, thinking it was, like, a new costume or something like that. I don't know. There's Charlie Cox right there, having some fun. You know, regardless of what you feel about how he is and what the episode's like, at least the guy's happy. That's all. The guy is happy. He's happy. This is a crazy video, you know. Clown World. This is California for you. Some lady that was all pilled up was driving with 3 tires. Look at this shit. Yeah, that's right. Look at that.
Rather dangerous situation happening here on the...
It's crazy. Look at that. The latch is open in the back, and she's driving on 3 tires. That's right. Yeah, and then it turns out, yeah, she's very much medicated. Very unsafe, and luckily people got her to pull over and get out of her car because she has no idea what is happening. She's in a whole other world. I was like, wow. Wow. Just craziness right there. More Todd McFarlane. He has a Spawn Batman figure announcement that he announced also too, which is great. You know, we all love the McFarlanes. It's all fantastic. And then of course we'll be talking about this kind of stuff. And yeah, we'll talk about that, the craziness of everything that happened, of course. So we'll go through all that. Hey, we got Craig Zabel in talks to direct the Batman spin-off series, The Penguin, for HBO Max. So we might have a director there for the Penguin series. Of course, that's not coming out until next year, not starting to shoot till I think February or something of next year. It is crazy. So, Ryan Johnson talked right here. Turns out 600 theaters are going to be, AMC and Regal and Cinemark theaters are going to be able to watch Glass Onion for a week. So that's right. So Netflix still trying to put some movies out in theaters because, you know, they got to make up something with some of this stuff. I tell you what. And then finally, God damn it, I've been waiting for this. Outer Range. If you guys haven't watched it, do yourself a favor. Great series on Amazon Prime. Finally got announced for a season 2 because season 1 leaves a cliffhanger. Total cliffhanger, you know. So do yourself a favor. You haven't watched it yet. Great series. It's I don't know how to totally explain it, because I know like people talk about Yellowstone. I know Yellowstone's a whole thing. I haven't watched it yet. I've seen a couple of episodes, but never really, never started it from the very beginning. It kind of, has to do with family, ranch, and all this stuff, but it has a sci-fi twist, which is great. Sci-fi twist, and it's a good sci-fi twist. And they left it open, and I'm like, I need more. I definitely need more. Well, we got our first trailer for HBO Max's adult animated Velma, and to be honest, I wasn't really pulled in by it. I had high hopes for it, but I wasn't really pulled in by it. Not gonna lie, I was like, I get the jokes, and I get that they're trying to be very meta and trying to talk about all the things and changing the classic characters and stuff like that, but for some reason, this little teaser, I was like, eh. And then, of course, if you saw what, they have the other characters in there, but Shaggy has been replaced, which a lot of people were like, well, all right, interesting. I'm not even going to touch that because I'm like, whatever. I mean, it's fine, but yeah, the little teaser just didn't really do it for me. I don't know. I'll still check it out just to see what it's like, but I don't know. It just wasn't really pulled in by this little teaser right here. So what can you do? But anyways, and then we got David Ayer right here just showing these lights. I don't know. Is he trying to tell us something right here? Task Force X. What's going on? New profile picture. And then over at New York Comic Con, they posted like a little sizzle reel of DC content. And what's really great is like, yeah, okay, so it's showing all the DC content, all the cool stuff like that. But there's a lot of Man of Steel. That's what's really cool. That's what they're really showing right here is there's a lot of Man of Steel showing up in this, okay? They don't show BVS. They don't show Zack Snyder Justice League. Sadly, they show Wonder Woman. They show Aquaman. They show all the rest of this stuff. But there's a lot of Man of Steel, which kind of just shows you like, yeah, our boy's back, isn't he? Our boy is definitely fucking back. Can you just announce it? Can you announce it at New York Comic Con? Just announce a new Superman solo film with Henry Cavill? I mean, you might as well do it. But, yeah. But it shows a lot of the things. See, look at that. More man. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what's going on with that. Then we got Fear Jason. Zack Cavill. He combined Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill to make the ultimate stoner. Jesus Christ. I'll have whatever he's smoking. My God, look at those eyes. Man. Heavy there. Hey, Jose made it. What's going on, buddy? But yeah, look at that. A combination of Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder is like the ultimate fucking stoner right here. Jesus. Woo! I tell ya. And then there she is, our Wonder Meg, interviewing Todd McFarlane on CBR. That's right. Talking about figures, the Black Adam McFarlane figures right there. So make sure you guys check it out. Her first interview. She got more stuff happening. I thought this was pretty funny right here. What the fuck? It made me laugh. This dude somehow made a shadow and makes him look like a big frog. Big frog. Gotta love it. Oh, yes, that's right. Look at these gas prices, guys. I don't know where exactly this is at. Somewhere in the LA area at a Chevron. I know Chevron charges more for gas. I don't know. It's not as much over here, but yeah. Good old California and their gas prices. Jesus Christ. Come to California, they say. No, people are leaving in droves. They really are. Damn it. But anyways, so what can you do? What can you do about it? Anyways, guys. Our leaders suck. Anyways, okay, so let's get to the topics at hand. The topic at hand here. So, well, today was a crazy day. Well, in past 24 hours have been crazy. The past 24 hours have been crazy. They really have. So, basically, the first off, what we're going to talk about is Henry Cavill and Black Adam. Now, I'm not going to get all spoilery, just in case you guys still want to know. If you guys are trying to really actively avoid the description of, the cameo. I mean, we've been leading up to the whole the fact of the matter is Cavill's back. Cavill's back. He's back. Apparently Dwayne Johnson made it happen, got it working, at least, But what's interesting, though, is, and I've been worried about Black Adam. I'm still going to see it. I have my tickets, looking forward to it, but I've been, kind of worried about it. And I did post a poll yesterday, and I forgot to talk about it yesterday, but I asked on YouTube, and I got 1.6 thousand votes, okay? 1.6. And I asked, did you buy Black Adam tickets? And I said, and then the four options were opening night, 23%, opening weekend, 18%, not going opening weekend, 14%, waiting, 45%. Ooh. So that was like a little bit of like oh shit. See, that just kind of shows you right there. Now I'm kind of wondering, now that we're basically have this Henry Cavill confirmation pretty much from people, and we won't talk about it, but obviously there's this been back and forth thing too when it comes to this, is the fact that yes, do they use the John Williams score? And I've been, that was like the debate when it came to his little scene that happens. It's so funny because it's just one little scene. It's not even anything like, but it plays out a little bit differently than what was supposedly talked about before, and now it's like, all right, we got pretty much confirmation of like what exactly it is. But, but the biggest thing is apparently, according to some people, and of course there's some people that are just loving it, is the fact about the John Williams score. Now, we all love the John Williams score. It's a Superman score. It's iconic. It's great. But the fact of the matter is, when I hear it, I just see Christopher Reeve. That's the thing. We see Christopher Reeve. That's when you hear that score, you just see him. Dun, 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 dun. You just see Christopher Reeve. That's the thing. And I get it. We've talked about it before, and, I've seen the back and forth, the discourse when it comes to it. And one of the biggest things is we did talk about it before, was the fact of the matter is that, Jay Oliva revealed a few weeks ago when he was going on his Twitter rampage, pushing back on the fandom a little bit, or at least, that loud vocal side of the fandom, is the fact of the matter is Zack Snyder and him were actually pushing for the John Williams score when they were doing Man of Steel. And Warner Brothers actually said, no, come up with something different. And guess what? Hans Zimmer came in and came up with something different. And now, when you think of Henry Cavill, at least when we think of Henry Cavill, we hear the Hans Zimmer score. So I'm just kind of wondering now if there's a lot of chatter in Twitter. Is Dwayne Johnson seeing this, and is he going to be like, hey guys, can you just replace it with, or something like that? Can we get a little bit of that in there? Can it just do that instead? Can we just replace that? Or does there even need to be a score when you actually think about what's happening in the scene? I don't know. My biggest thing is the fact that if Henry Cavill's there, Henry Cavill's back. We're going to get an announcement of a solo Henry Cavill movie, for sure, because there's no way that he's just going to come back for cameos. So I'm excited just the fact that he's back, okay? But at the same time, I'm just kind of going okay, we already tried the John Williams score one time, okay? Remember, it was tied to that little movie in 2017? No, we're not going to, we shouldn't do that again. Shouldn't do that again. Now, again, I won't if they still stick with it and I still watch it. And when I go watch it on October 20th and there's still the John Williams score, I'll be like, okay. But hey, Cavill, look at that. He's there in the Superman costume. That's all. I'm like, okay, that's the main thing. I'm excited for that because I know there's going to be more. There's definitely going to be more. Obviously, I even said it. I wouldn't be... If he shot the Black Adam cameo, he probably shot the Flash cameo too at the same time. Same day, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I know there's a lot of discourse when it comes to that. So yeah, I really hope it's not the... Yeah, I know a lot of people, I know you guys are just not all about what's happening, Henry's Days. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just happy to have him back. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the main thing. We're happy to have him back. But yeah, when I hear the John Williams score, I just think of Christopher Reeve. I mean, that's the thing. That's who I see. It's, when I hear the Elfman Batman score, I think Michael Keaton, and then I also think Batman the Animated Series. Even though Shirley Walker was definitely doing like that when it came to it was pretty much the same version, but when you hear that, you think of early 90s. You think of the early 90s, you think of 1989 all the way up to 1992 or something like that, basically. When you hear the Elfman score, you wouldn't want to hear the Elfman score with Batfleck, You want to hear Hans Zimmer when it comes to Batfleck. Yeah. There's just it's interesting. It's interesting because as much as I'm excited for it, I mean, that's the main thing. And he's back, and that's great. But man, I'm just like, Dwayne Johnson, listen, okay? I mean, wouldn't it be kind of cool just if he's going to step into that scene, just to have that dun, dun, dun. I mean, it's just, it fits. You hear that dun, 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 you just think Cavill. That's what it is. And then, speaking of Cavill, so, that shot, that came out today. This is where the photo dump came from right here. Accidentally Danny. He said, since Man of Steel himself, Henry Cavill, is currently trending, I thought I'd share these suit test photos I came across. Now, it's not like he was like a part of it, but he came across them. And that's where all this stuff was coming from right here. So look at all this. Just the evolution of the Man of Steel suit right here. So there's some stuff right there. These are more, this is more in line of what we got right here. I just love Cavill's hair. I love how curly and bushy his hair is. It's great. But yeah, the evolution, we're kind of going backwards. I love how the cape is drooped over his shoulders right here. It is pretty cool. And then, of course, we got some, when they were mocking it up right there. But we got more. There's some more right here. Oh, my God! Look at those butt cheeks! Look at those Cavill butt cheeks. He's wearing some boom boom shorts. Watch out. And then, of course, we got some stuff right there when it comes to his hair, I guess. I don't know. And then more things right there. And then I love this right here. They're like, all right, here's our boy right there. And look at it. Look at that young babyface Cavill right there. Look at that young babyface Cavill. And then this is part of what I posted right here, what people were freaking out about. I posted this image right here where they had the emblem right here, and then there was it was kind of strapped in. And again, I was like, people were going like, what the hell is this? I'm like, it's a costume test. Relax. You could see the fucking stitching. The stitching is all over the place. God damn, I swear. People on the internet just need to relax a little bit sometimes. Don't be so reactionary to things. My God. But yeah, so there was part of that right there, which I thought was interesting. It was like a different kind of emblem a little bit, So, and then we have more right here. So we got, this is like all the chrome, all the chrome pieces that were underneath the costume right here. It almost, this kind of stuff is like reminding me of, the Nicolas Cage costume testing right here. A little bit, right? For Superman Lives. It's a little bit. But see, then right here, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to what we got, of course. So, just good stuff. This is what happens. You got to come up with that costume right there. So, there you go. But I just found it funny. I was like, oh yeah, there's like a part where man, you get some Henry Cavill butt cheeks right there. Watch out. Jeez. But anyway, so there's all that. But yeah, so that was fun. So a lot of Henry Cavill stuff. But when it comes to the whole discourse about the theme, yeah. I'm totally not down with the John Williams theme, but the biggest thing is our boy is back. Our boy is back. He's going to be back. It's only a matter of time before they announce the Superman solo film that he will be a part of. God knows what else is going to be announced when it comes to all that. But yeah, it's only a matter of time. It's really only a matter of time when that happens. So that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. And hopefully when they do that solo film, they realize, hey, We got to use Hans Zimmer. But I just think that, hey, Dwayne Johnson, if you really listen to the fans, just remove the John Williams score because that's really tied to Christopher Reeve, and just put in that little bit of Hans Zimmer score, just that little bit. I mean, and I think that would be perfectly fine. I mean, I think Warner Brothers does own it, right? So I think we'll be all right. But the biggest thing is who knows when we're gonna get that? Like I said, I'm not trying to be one of those scoopers that are throwing darts against the wall of trying to bet on when something's gonna get released. So I'm just saying, who knows when. I mean, like I said, the last time there was some bad press that happened with Warner Brothers Discovery, they announced Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves. So anytime there's some bad press, I'm looking at Deadline going, what do you got? Come on. Just do it. Just do it. Just announce Henry Cavill's solo Superman sequel. Just freaking do it, man. Just do it. Do it. Come on. Do it. Do it now. Come on. We're right here. Come on. Ugh. Just do it. Anyways. Ayer Cut. We got some movement. Well, this freaking tweeting that happened gave me some movement. That's for damn sure. Well, I've been telling you guys, November. I've been alluding to it for like a little bit because it was just like, okay, something is going to be happening in November. And sure enough, it's finally been fully kind of verified right here. But here we go, guys. And then we got even David Ayer chiming in on it when it came to RT Ayer Cut. So here we go. Here's the tweet right here. David Ayer, facts. And here's the tweet right here. I had the honor of being shown the cut by David Ayers. No BS, 2 hours and 23 minutes of incredible. That's right. A total different story. Forget the theatrical. This movie has a deeper message. So there you go. So it turns out that somebody, or I guess Admin 1, got a chance to see the Ayer Cut. So let's go through the tweets right here that was tweeted out today when it came to this. We'll keep on, let's going down. Okay, so we keep going down. Okay, let's go. Here we go, starting it right there. Okay, so we got, hopefully, we just got to keep WBD to get on track. It follows BVS better. No flash scene, guys. No flash scene. Not because of the Ezra drama. Don't worry, it's not because of the Ezra drama. That was something that was added to add connectivity. I don't think that was either Zack Snyder's nor David Ayer's. I don't think it was their idea. It wasn't their idea to add that flash thing, no honor amongst thieves. Remember, they had to shoot that. Zack Snyder had to shoot that on a green screen for David Ayer to use because they were shooting Justice League over in London, while Suicide Squad was being, was being finished. So, no flash scene. Okay, and then it says right here, BVS UE is canon. Of course it is. Scott gets a lot more love. He's integral. Sadly, no Steppenwolf. Again, there were scoopers last year, the Scoopsy Daisies last year, that were trying to say that Steppenwolf was part of this movie, and then they were saying all the BS about 9 months of post-production with Zoic Studios to re-injecting Steppenwolf and remember that bullshit? And people wonder why we talk about the scoopers now, the Scoopsy Daisies now. They keep on trying. They keep on trying their whole Ayer Cut thing. They keep on trying when it comes to the Ayer Cut. But no, they have no proper information about the Ayer Cut. Yes, no Steppenwolf. There definitely is no Step. At one point, David Ayer wanted Steppenwolf. He did. In early stages of the story, he wanted that, but the fact that Zack was using it for Justice League totally removed it. So we went with Incubus, okay? So get the whole Steppenwolf thing out of your heads, okay? So there's that. I cannot give specific character. So they said right here, I cannot give specific character arc details for obvious reason. Just assured, David Ayer, mature cut, has deeper character arcs. The film is totally different. edit, order. A superior story film. Carla Delevingne was great. So much more character. We were denied. Okay? We were denied. We were denied. And then, of course, they show all that. There's David Ayer. And then here it is, guys. Let's see. So, are we going to see you November 5th, the trending event, or what? The trending event right here. So, November 5th, this is where we got to push hard. Remember November 17th, 2019, when it came to Zach? Yeah. And that's what we got to do for that, because David Ayer needs help. He needs help pitching it to Warner Brothers Discovery, okay? That's why when you could believe any kind of scoopsy daisies that think they have information about this, they don't. Again, they are walking up to a roulette table and going red or black, red or black. What are my chances of this? They don't have anything on it. If you want to believe them, go right ahead. You have every right to believe what they have to say. And of course, they'll fucking spin whatever they do because, the scooping game is such a sleazy game. Like I've always said, it sucks the fact that in order to verify, to be like, oh, the scoop is right, we have to have the Muschietti film to be ripped up to shreds, just like Zach's film back in 2017, sadly. But when it comes to the Ayer Cut, there's not, they tried before and they're completely wrong. Now we got new scoopsy daisies that are trying again and trying to say that there was going to be some kind of announcement or something like that, but it hasn't even been brought to the table for Warner Brothers Discovery. But it's going to be brought to the table, and we need that big, huge trending event November 5th, okay? Trend, tweet it out, tweet pictures, tweet all kinds of stuff. Whatever you want to do, try to get that number. Just get it up. Try to get it up as bigger than we can before. Hopefully, it would be cool. I mean, I think like some of the, I don't know if Jared Leto were to tweet it out, Will Smith tweeting it out, Jesus Christ, or like posting about it. If only it could, that's what I was kind of hoping too. I'm just wondering if like some of the cast members can actually boost it up a little bit, just like how Ben Affleck tweeted it out, Gal Gadot tweeted it out, Jason Momoa talked about it, of course Ray Fisher talked about it. If only we can get, it would be awesome if there was some Jared Leto or some Will Smith or somebody, some of the cast members actually doing that. I mean, Jay Hernandez will most likely tweet it out, and some of the other guys too, but man, some of the bigger players in the movie, if they could tweet it out too, that would definitely help. So, just November 5th, okay? Okay, it's going to be brought to the table, and of course, it's not finished. Let's not go down that road again of the whole thing of like, it's finished, guys. No, obviously it's picture locked. It's picture locked, obviously, but it needs a little bit more to it, mainly that third act, okay? And what I keep on saying is like, David Ayer has most likely done the math, probably brought in people too to bring that budget down that he needs. Bring that budget down. Maybe he got it down to 6 billion, 7, 8, I always said no more than 10. No more than 10, okay? No more than 10. Kind of makes you wonder too, is like nowadays when it comes to this and after the whole thing with the Snyder Cut, man, I'm like, David Ayer, man. First of all, David Ayer, my DMs are open. Slide right into my DMs, man. Let's talk. You could send over the cut too if you want. Or, come on. He does follow me on Twitter, and come on, if you want to slide in the DMs, we could talk strategy. I'm kind of wondering too, is like, what if you were to reach out to maybe some, third-party fundage, maybe that could help a little bit too. Get some other backers, because again, that number is not going to be Snyder Cut numbers. Obviously, Zack Snyder was lucky to get that $70 million to finish his epic. David Ayer doesn't need that much. Under 10. Telling you, under 10. But I'm just kind of wondering if like one of the things he could do is maybe reach out to like a third party to help fund it, and just like, this whole campaign of an Ayer Cut, kind of the whole thing like that, because that is such a thing now. The Snyder Cut put this whole pop culture thing of releasing a cut of a movie. So maybe you could do something like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing out the ideas. Dave, come on. Let's talk. Let's do this. But yeah, that would be great. I would love to have him on the Vox stream one day. Maybe it'll happen. Wonder if what's David Ayer's drink of choice? That's what I wonder. All right, now we have The Flash, and of course Ezra Miller shooting some stuff. Now again, I just, I mean, obviously the two of the comments that were like right at the beginning of the stream, and I'm just like, come on, guys, come on. Obviously there's like I talked about this yesterday, and I don't want to go through the whole thing again. And I've been talking about it today is, massive reshoots. That means you get your movie ripped to shreds. Okay. That means the whole thing is getting ripped to shreds. Look up the thing massive, apparently according to a new report, but at the same time, I don't like where it's coming from. I don't like where it's coming from. I really don't. I don't like where it's coming from. Thank you, Patton. Hit up the Lotus VFX team. There you go. But yes, there is this article from The Wrap that was released today, but it's by Scoopy Pants. Ugh. But it says Ezra Miller returns to the Flash set for a day of pickup shots. Exclusive! So that was released today. So that was added to it. Yeah. I don't like where it's coming from. I don't. But if you think about it, stuff I wanted to think about, when it comes to a certain other individual, okay? A certain other individual. This guy right here. What have I said? Like, if he shot the Black Adam cameo, he probably shot the Flash one too, okay? God knows when. I don't know when, but maybe he shot something. So then we have Ezra Miller getting brought back. Last I heard, Ezra Miller was on the run. Are people still going with that narrative? Who knows? But apparently he's just showing up to, he's just showing up to Warner Brothers and shooting pickup shots and shit like that. So pickup shots, a day of pickup shots. So everything in front of a green screen. I'm kind of wondering, now, if this report is true, and Cavill shot something, possibly Gal Gadot. I don't think Ben shot anything because, obviously when people are trying to connect the dots and everything like that, that picture of Ben Affleck with fans in LA, he still had the full beard. I don't know. I think Ben did all the stuff that Ben needed to do for The Flash because, he's not just doing cameos. He's part of the story. We can't forget that he's part of the story. But, the other two, possibly, maybe. But I'm just saying, apparently if this is true, and if Cavill, from what I gathered, Cavill shooting his little added bonus to the Flash, that means they're going to probably have something stitched together 2 different times. That's possible. Look at Zack Snyder's Justice League. Obviously, when you see the nightmare scene with Jared Leto and Ben Affleck, they were not on set at the same time. That was, one of them, they shot one side and then they shot other and they had stand-ins and it was stitched together perfectly, obviously. Obviously, when you think of Justice, when they try to stitch it together literally in the same shot, don't do that because that's just awful because they try to do that. Remember when they did the reshoots with Ben and Gal and it was 2 different things and their eyes weren't even lined up together? It was really weird. Don't do that. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that. But it's possible to do it, obviously, when it's one coverage, the other coverage, one coverage, you go back and forth, you have a stand-in, easily done when it comes to that. So that's my guess is if Ezra did have a day of pickups where it's just a lot of coverage in front of a green screen and, they add a little bonus, and I'm like, all right, cool. So maybe that is true. And maybe, and it just leads me to believe it is true. And Cavill definitely shot his cameo, his little cameo that they added at the end of The Flash. So, again, nothing massive. We don't want massive. Stop it. Jesus. I know. I just love the pushback. And again, this is what the scooping game also does, is it creates this tribalism and I'm like, no, we don't want that. It's totally fine. We don't want that. We don't want the massive. We just wanted something just added right there. And this is only a day of pickups. That's not massive. Pickup shots. Just not. It's probably just a lot of coverage and stuff like that. And then, of course, if he did it last week, you could still have picture lock this week because all you got to do is just take that footage. I had some people going like, well, I thought this thing was picture locked. I'm like, it doesn't take... If he shot it last week, you can easily put in, like, the takes into the movie and have picture lock. I mean, my God. I think Robert Meyer Burnett, he even talked about it too. He talked about the specifics when it comes to picture lock on the Cameo show, if you guys saw that. And, that was pretty cool. I mean, I was like, okay, yeah, he explained what picture lock is because you have to have that picture lock so then you can finish the VFX because you can't just have it all over the place and you can't just start changing shit because these VFX take a long time. They take a long time to do and they're expensive. Hey, so there you go with that. So you wanted to, I want it to be true. Who knows? Like I said, I don't like where it's coming from. I don't like the source, Scoopy Pants. But at the same time, I'm like, kind of fits Cavill, all that kind of stuff. So there we go. All right. It's a me. It's a Mario. Chris Pratt sounded nothing like it, did he? Everybody was going, what's Chris Pratt going to sound like? Sounds like Chris Pratt. Jesus Christ. Hoy, I mean, this goes back to my whole thing of like, can we stop? I mean, I already know that at least half the budget to this Mario movie went to the fucking voice talent because it's a bunch of known actors and stuff like that. It's not just random voice talent that could do a better job. But how are we feeling? How are we feeling about the trailer, huh, guys? How are we feeling about the new trailer? I dig it. I'm not, that whole thing aside, I'm digging it. I'm digging the trailer. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty sweet. The animation looks absolutely fantastic. I like how it starts, Koopa invading and everything. And then they throw snowballs at them. I mean, it's funny. It's great. And then, of course, we get Mario, and Mario looks great, But, I mean, there was nothing special about the voice.
What is this place?
Nothing special about it. We're all freaking out about the voice, and it's just like...
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on!
I like Toad's voice. So, I mean, there you go. I guarantee you half the budget went to the cast right there. I mean, that's the thing. That's what I'm just kind of like, Jesus Christ. That's what I don't like about this stuff. I've been griping about that. I griped about that when it came to DC Super Pets, but how are we feeling about it? So, I know, and it's just kind of funny, too, because I remember there was like that whole joke of like, there was that whole joke when it came to... they should have just got Jared Leto because he already did his audition for it when it came to House of Gucci. He's like, but it's me, Apollo. It's like, yeah, he probably could have did it better. I don't know, but yeah, I'm still gonna watch it. It's still fine. It's whatever. Seth Rogen is he's voicing Donkey Kong, I believe. Not Donkey. Yeah, Donkey Kong. He's voicing Donkey Kong. Yeah, here's a barrel. I don't know. What's it going to be like? Jesus Christ. I don't know what that's going to sound. I mean, it's pretty much what it's going to sound like, right? Yeah, so who's voicing Toad, though? I can't even remember. Who's voicing Toad? I don't even know who voicing Toad is. But yeah, we're going to get Donkey Kong laughing like Seth Rogen. I mean... it's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Is that Keegan Michael Key? That's whose voice? Okay, so that's whose voice that is. Okay. I didn't recognize it. So good on him. Good on him because it didn't sound like him. So that's good. Okay, I like that. But at the same time, I just think they spend a little too much time. It's too much money on the voice talent. Okay, it's like Jesus Christ. It's like, does anybody really care about the voice talent? I tell you what. So. I know. Who's doing Yoshi? What? Michael? You guys are going crazy with all that stuff. So they edited. Yeah, they probably did it. Yeah, you think they edited their voices too? They probably edited their voices like Drake edits his voice all the time. yeah. If you like Drake, good for you. This guy sounds like a fucking robot. Hey, I don't know why. I'm like, why is this guy popular? Guy sounds like a goddamn robot. Jesus Christ. I don't get it. I don't get it. You kids in your music today, huh? I like real voices. All right. So, we got some, damn, Ted, you were quick. I was just looking at some of the Twitter responses right here, and you were like real quick when it came to me responding to the butt cheeks. My DMs are open. Slide right into my DMs, man. Well, there you go. That was quick. That was a quick edit. We got Clay Talion right here. What do you think the Ayer Cut will be called? David Ayer Suicide Squad Task Force X, or something else? You know, I think David Ayer would want to call it something else, and I almost think that he was kind of hinting at that when his profile picture had the X. I think he might actually call it Task Force X. Yeah, like, you know, Zack Snyder was ballsy by putting his name in front of it. As much as I'd want David Ayer to put his name in front of Suicide Squad, I think I actually like the idea of him just calling it Task Force X. I like it. Jacob, live on Thursday. Oh shit, let's go. Well, thank you, Jacob. By the way, everybody responding to this tweet, David Ayer is tagged. David Ayer is very much tagged in it. Look at the uses of John Williams' score. Isn't a deal breaker. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it isn't a deal breaker, but we don't have to pretend like Zimmer's theme can't be used briefly in a similar way to introduce. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and of course, thank you, Clay, for posting the, obviously the Alfred theme, and we get that awesome, that Hans Zimmer score is just synonymous with fucking Cavill, man. It's just so good, and it's just perfect. It's perfect with it, you know. It's just so perfect. Dun-na, dun-na, dun-na. I mean, it's just so good. It's just so good. Nate Smith says, "Hey Dave, really enjoying the content. Thank you, sir. What are some hidden gem horror movies you would recommend?" From Beyond. That's a hidden gem that I always talk about. Look up From Beyond, creepy movie about, a mad scientist dude tapping into another dimension. And it's really creepy, really gross, and it's got some body horror to it. That's a hidden gem right there for you. Starting my horror movie watch for a spooky season, and would appreciate recommendations. That's always the one that comes to mind that a lot of people don't talk about. It's From Beyond. Mike, Soups Kenobi, I'm sorry, but to everyone saying they want Ray Fisher in The Flash, it won't happen. Probably won't, because regardless of whether he leaves, he brings up a good point right here. This month or not, Hamada's name will still be attached to that project, and Ray said he would not work on anything with his name attached. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And we got to respect Ray for that, as much as we would love to have him in the Flash movie, and the Muschiettis would love to have him in the movie too, and they tried to get him in the movie. They talked to Ray. And Ray said nothing but great things about the Muschiettis. Again, another reason why we don't want their movie to be ripped apart. They tried to get Ray Fisher back. But hey, well, people are hoping. People are hoping that the movie gets ripped apart so it fits the Scoop narrative. Sad. Joy of Cinema, do you think this can lead to a Superman movie? Yes. Or it depends on... No, I think this absolutely leads in... Yeah. There's no way Cavill comes back without signing a multi-picture deal right here. And then we got Casali talking about the kids show Blue's Clues. They brought back all their hosts. Yeah, I remember seeing something about that. Mr. Nobody says, "Hey Dave, what do you think are the odds of Wonder Woman or other Justice League characters showing up?" What? Showing up in what? Got to clarify on that. They show up in The Flash? Yes. In the Ayer Cut? No. Black Adam, just Superman. So, yeah. So there you go. I don't know. That's just what we're seeing right there. Anyways, so yep. So shouldn't have said that, Ray. I know. See, that's the thing. That's the thing when it comes to that. It's like, man. I was really, really hoping that Ray would definitely after all this madness and the fact that Hamada is going to leave, that maybe they can find a way to put him in there. Maybe he changed his tone. That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be a nice little surprise if we end up watching The Flash, or we end up hearing down the road that, yes, that Ray Fisher actually did something. But you got to respect Ray for sticking to what he said. That's what I've always respected about Ray Fisher, is the fact that he always dug his heels in. You know, this whole he was fired narrative. It's like, no, he wasn't fired. He just dug his heels in and said, no, I will not participate. And decided, like, you know, to be like, yeah, I'm not going to further my career when it comes to that. But of course, his career is fine because he's in Rebel Moon. He's been doing other projects. So I always said that, yeah, stop it with because there was just people still going like, he was fired. It's like, no, he decided to not be a part of it, and he dug his heels in, you know? And that's what I was like, always like, that's better. That's better than him being fired. The fact that he dug his heels in and stuck to his guns. I like that. But yeah, it just sucks, like, you know, if we get a Flash movie and we get everybody but him, and it's like, it's just going to be a missed opportunity. And the fact that it's like, if anything, Vic should be part of the Flash more than anybody else, to be honest. You know, I mean, even when Ezra was on the Crisis of Infinite Earth with Grant, he says, like, you know, Victor was right. I mean, he said that as he, like, disappeared. And it was just like, damn. So we all were hoping that maybe something was going to happen when it came to that. But, you know, what could he do? But yeah, so there you go. Everybody arguing, everybody good. Hamada wouldn't have let him in the movie anyways. Yeah, but Hamada has, like, no power right now. Hamada has, like, barely any power right now. He already threatened to quit. Hamada's out the door. He's got like half his body out the door right now, okay? That's why he was like trying to get, you know, he's trying to get his deal that like Emmerich got or something like that. So we're talking about now. I mean, the fact of the matter is like, if we're adding in other people now, it's all good. So Hamada had nada. That's right. Keep on talking about that. He didn't have jack shit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Werewolf by Night. I'll watch that. I want to watch Hellraiser. So many things I wanted to watch, but we'll see what happens. It'd be DeLuca making the call. Exactly. It's not the same people making the calls right now. We got DeLuca, we got Abdi, we got Alan Horn that are making the calls right now. Hamada ain't making any kind of freaking decisions right now. He is just waiting for his send-off deal that he'll get. That's what he's waiting for. That's what he is. Now, no news from Alan Horn. He's just part of the little trifecta that they got going on right there. That's all. He's just part of the trifecta. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me on this random Thursday. A lot of exciting stuff happened, of course. Make sure you guys smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, do all those things. And we'll see what happens in the next the coming weeks, man. It's just gonna be it's fun and everything. So, all right, guys. So do all that. Follow me on the various sock meds. Like I said, I try to post things when I hear stuff on Patreon. So go ahead if you want to subscribe to that. Trying to do some more stuff on there. So, but anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. See you tomorrow on the Vodka stream. Talk to you later.